Welcome, 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 good people. It's going to be a very short show, but let's get it in here. Let's get it in here. What are we feeling? Lightning in the building. Well, that was sure fun. In fact, what up, Babu in the building? Ain't seen that many dunks in the Yum in a long time. This is a fact. Anthony Easton in the building. Refreshingly great basketball. Good effort. Ooh, the hustle stood out. Oh, Ruth's got him one in there. Free throw improvement. Right? Were you worried about the free? Look, in the beginning, I got a little cringy at the free throw. And James Scott first two free throws. Of course, we got the lovely lady Lauren in the building, keeping these YouTube streets safe. Defense was encouraged. What improved the most between again, all these, they don't need the disclaimer, competition level, all that good stuff. Where did you see the most improvement between exhibition and game? Oh, we got Tennessee Saturday. Oh, we got Tennessee on Saturday. Oh, couldn't see the game, but follow the game cast. Darn it. Are we gonna do a little condensed version? Are we gonna get my channel shut down for the night? Acting a pure fool in the Pacific. What up? Definitely feel good. And the crowd. JT for the Ville, what's good? And the crowd showed out. Listen, The crowd showed out for this to just be Morehead. And no disrespect to Morehead. I think the bench gave the crowd extra energy. Ruth's first bucket is memorable. My first bucket was supposed to be a dunk. I bounced that thing off the back of the rim so far, it'll make your head spin. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Feels good to be back. Facts. Facts. Oh, they did get up and down the court. Okay, so what did we like? Where did we see the improvements at? I loved the bench. The bench energy was extremely refreshing. I don't know when the last time I saw that much bench energy. That was like the first thing that stood out. Tanya Cohen representing the Cardinal Birds says, love the hustle, active hands, crashing the boards, awesome energy. Our deflection level, ooh, I would have to see I might want to, if I was at the post-game press conference, I would try to see if I could ask a question about the level of deflections, because that was crazy. That was awesome. The deflection level, and they're long. Like, we got a long team. We do have a pretty long team. Yeah, the length of the team, and actually it's like functional length is what I really liked about that. Defense, a big improvement. You mean defense by active hands or stand in front of your man? Oh, and biggest improvement was in taking care of the basketball. Yes, would they step up in the level of competition, doing better job of taking care of the basketball? D was nasty. 14 points as half was crazy. Oh, and he shows off when he gets the rebounds, don't he? And fam, shout out, same way. We all feel the same way. Like I said, get a nice little midnight family meeting in, get some good energy going around. Oh, this is gonna be an intense week. This is gonna be an intense week of preparation. Oh, I know Kelsey wants this one. This is an opportunity to start your Louisville run off strong. Mm-hmm. You know what? We may play a little Tennessee. We may have to play a little Tennessee. I don't know how much of the highlights I can get away with showing. Effort. Simple as that. Play with passion. Say we don't require much. Active hands. Man, it's hard to keep your hands active like that too. It's easy to get lazy. Is that what you noticed first? Case and Pryor just coming out there turning up. I want to know the deflections. I hope they do. I hope they put a stat out there with the deflections. Yeah, I hope the Louisville basketball department, because when coach talks about deflections publicly, I hope they put hustle stats. Like, it would be a nice tweet from the basketball account to tweet out hustle stats like deflections, how many times a player hit the floor, and maybe like back tips or something. Maybe charges taken. Yeah, like probably like 5 to 6 hustle. They have another hustle stat, like when you outrun somebody down the floor, they chart that. I don't know if they'll be able to really release that charting, but actually, hold on. I might have something right here as an example. I don't think it's off limits. I don't think this is off limits. Let me see if it's giving away anything. No, I better leave that off. Sorry, I can't share that. I thought I could, but I can't share that. It just looks a little competitive. Look, I can't share that, especially right before Tennessee. Oh, the Yum Center energy on every play. The girls' talent at guard is going to be nice once they get some games in. Yeah, right. You got to get some games in. Aiden McCool, they were calling him early. Hillamore Bay in the building. What's good? Glad to be back. Right, Jason. Look, everybody feels good to be back with some good energy. Love watching Traore. So Red State, is that your guy? Look, everybody has a favorite. So we're marking Red State down as at Boubacar Traore. We still lit. That's a good way to start it. Oh, yeah, kills. Kills is a great stat to release. Did he talk about that? I tell you what, maybe let's just hope 5 players in double figures. Oh, they sure were. I tell you what, I'll see if I can play Coach's post-game press conference. This is care of WHAS 11. Anybody at WHAS 11, please don't flag me. I feel like I'm giving appropriate credit. This is from the YouTube channel of WHAS 11. I think I'll put up a disclaimer first. Sorry. Okay. See if we can get Coach Kelsey efforting. Where you at, Coach Kelsey? Do I got you? Oh, we gotta get Coach Kelsey on here.
The glass, it ended up being a little closer than.
Okay, let's see what the other coach had to say.
That I got to know over the past couple years, mentored me.
Let me know if can y'all hear that?
Over there at Murray State, Amir played for Steve when Steve was at Southeastern Louisiana, and Amir really helped me get on with Coach Chrome, and a guy that mentored me. Loved his players, and I think we were all coaching with heavy hearts.
Let me know if you can hear this.
We lost him. Obviously, a really tough game for us. Louisville's really good. Coach Kelsey does a great job.
Sorry, timeout. We have to give acknowledgments. Jared, cheers. Thank you for supporting the channel, the Midnight Family channel.
With his team, They're long, they're athletic, they're physical. They took us out of a lot of things we were trying to do tonight. They got up and pressured us. They really, controlled the glass. It ended up being a little closer than I thought, but he's done a really good job recruiting, rebuilding, reloading, and they'll certainly have a good season.
Coach, if you could just kind of talk about, it seemed like.
Okay, I guess they knew it was low too, and they tried to pick it up as well. We might just have to lock in a little bit.
Put so much pressure on you on both ends of the court. They're constantly running. They're digging down. Just how difficult it is to play against that relentless pressure the whole game.
Very difficult. Very difficult. I think it's several things. Their depth, number one, right? A lot of teams, will come out, show pressure.
Acknowledging the depth, if y'all can't hear.
Over the course of 40 minutes. Some teams you'll see it for 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. They are relentless in their effort defensively. They are relentless in their effort on the glass. They shoot a lot of threes, which put us in closeouts. I thought we actually did a good job in that regard, holding them to 11 makes, closing.
Listen, y'all know it's only Monday night, Jason. Jason, you gonna look? I'm gonna have to cancel tomorrow's day show for you supporting the channel tonight. Cheers, Jason.
Out contested, but their effort, their pressure, their energy, their relentlessness, it poses a lot of problems. Yeah, it's hard to scout. You go based off of what Coach Kelsey did at his previous stop. Unfortunate, we had the Bahamas games, we had the Young Harris and the Spalding game, so we had 3 or 4 games to go off of, and you kind of saw those same things here. They were getting over 40% of their misses, right, from an offensive rebounding standpoint, which is elite.
Very.
They were shooting a lot of threes, right? And you can kind of get a feel for it, watching film, but playing against it live, it's a whole nother level. Yep. Yeah, I think Coach Kelsey, if you look at him, you follow him on social media, you see what he's done in the community, you see what he's done on campus. He's reinvigorated the fan base. I've lived in Kentucky long enough to know Louisville, Kentucky, whatever, but he has re-energized this fan base at a high level. They're excited. He's a good coach. He's got a great track record, and he's going to do a really, really good job at the University of Louisville.
Appreciate that.
Yep, thank you.
Very unselfish, Ryan. Very, very unselfish. Good role. Chad, I'm glad they don't got connect. Oh, he spoke before him? Hold on. No. Let's try to get the volume one more time. Here it comes. He should be coming up here shortly. If it's not a little louder, I'll try to use the Crunch Zone microphone or YouTube feed if they'll let me as well. If they mark me, then so be it.
First thing I want to say is what an unbelievable win it was for Coach Brom and the football team the other night at Clemson.
Oh, good job, Coach.
You know how hard it is to win at Clemson?
Good job, Coach.
There since like 2014 at night, whatever, and to go in there with their backs against the wall.
Joe, appreciate you representing the Carter. What did he say?
It's unbelievable, and that's a testament to who Coach Brom is, the type of coach he is. You look at his
Good
track
job,
record, his
Coach
background,
Kelsey.
beating ranked teams. I mean, he is a stud, and just really, really proud of him and his guys. So that was unbelievable. Thought the crowd was phenomenal tonight. Goosebumps moment for me on those times where our teams made a run and they called a timeout and the place went nuts. Man, like, you know, I've coached for a long time in home games, and I've never had a home game like that. And it was something that I'll remember, you know, for the rest of my life. You know, I get to make these statements at the beginning before you guys ask any questions, so I can kind of say what I want to say.
Good call.
We say never delay gratitude. I'm just so blessed to be the head coach.
Good call.
At Louisville. You know, I believe that
he says that
you know, God has a plan.
10 times a practice.
In this chair and the head coach at Louisville.
Never delay gratitude.
You know, for a lot of reasons and a lot of hard work by our staff and things like that. But I also think that I have this platform now at a really high level with a lot of cameras and a lot of people looking at me and a lot of people listening to me. So I do think it's important that I acknowledge, you know,
shout out Bobby,
where I'm centered in my devotion to my faith and to Christ. And, you know, with all the craziness that's going on in the world today, and as crazy as the world is, from the bottom of my heart, I believe with everything I got that Jesus is the answer because he is love. And I just want to make sure that when I have the opportunity like this,
I hear you,
at
Coach.
this level and to coach at a place like Louisville,
I hear you.
that I make sure that I glorify him first and foremost. Proud of our players. I thought they played really hard.
That's what it sounds like.
The detail on scouting report was meticulous over the last several days. We have an old, mature team that you know, they amaze me by just their attention to detail and their focus and scouting report.
They are adults.
And they did that for Young Harris. They did that for Spalding. And they did that tonight for Morehead. And you know, I'm 100% sure that they're going to do the same thing for a huge, huge game here at the Yum. You know, that the nation will kind of be looking at as we get ready for a very, very good and obviously a well-coached team by a Hall of Famer here on Saturday. And we're looking forward to it. We're fortunate to have that opportunity, and we're excited.
You obviously had big wins before at home. What could you elaborate on what you meant by never had a home game like this before?
Yeah, I don't want to say that in any way that say that I'm saying anything disparaging about the home games I've coached.
Yeah. No shade towards Charleston or Winthrop.
Was special to me, but man, the exhibitions were cool, but it's different. It was different tonight, and you know, they have this magic lighting where it kind of like blacks out a little bit the upper deck, so like you couldn't really tell that there wasn't a ton of people up there, but that lower bowl was packed. And I'm pretty darn sure I know our fan base, and obviously they know
18 parlay.
We play on Saturday. That I bet if I squint up there in those like blacked out areas with those special lights that they have, there's going to be some people up there too.
That's funny.
We're going to need every one of them, and you know, this
it'll be standing room only.
Buzzing like it was tonight is a difference maker. It's a factor. Our crowd was a factor.
But I'm telling you, the bench gave our fans energy too.
And the place got really loud. And it just absolutely changes things. So, you know, I know our fans were phenomenal tonight. I know they'll accept the challenge to make it one of the most hostile environments in college basketball.
Coach, if you could just talk about the defensive effort in the first half to only allow 3 makes, only 14 points allowed in that first half. You play a high possession game, so to hold a team to 14 points is almost impossible. Just kind of talk about the defensive effort.
Yeah, we said it was really important to try to get the game on our terms because we play a very fast pace and they're more of a slow pace team. There's a million ways to skin a cat. There's a lot of different ways to win. Whether it's fast pace, slow pace, you play inside, you play outside, you play 5 out, whatever it is. There's a lot of different ways to do it. But we knew if if we couldn't get stops and they were getting to the free throw line, right, then the tempo of the game would get taken out. We just talked about, getting stops, which is making a miss, no offensive rebounds, and defending without fouling, which kind of would ignite our fast break and let us get out and do what we do best, and that's play out in the open court. And our guys really did that. And a lot of it was that attention to detail. They're a team that runs a lot of set plays, complicated set plays, things that you really have to be on. We talked about trying to disrupt their rhythm, because they want to play in rhythm with their set plays. And then they have a bunch of wrinkles, because with their set plays, they have the set, and they have a counter to the set, they have a counter to the counter, and they have a counter to the counter to the counter. And our guys were on all those and just did a good job of making them labor to score.
I did a good job.
Them to one shots. I thought at halftime,
good scouting report.
Rebounds, big kid 23s, a load in there. But that's something that we can clean up a little bit going into the next game.
Coach, everyone talks about the shooting ability of your team, but only knocked down 11 threes and shot 30%, still able to get a big win. What does that say about
Tennessee ranked 12?
Being able to score, in the 90s, even though you weren't, hitting as many threes as you typically want to hit?
Man, I just thought, when we're hunting great shots, right? I don't. And great ones are, shots at the rim, get to the free throw line, rhythm threes are things that we really, really value. Like, I don't get caught up in the makes and misses. Like, we're generating great ones by sharing the ball. I mean, we had 21 assists and 5 turnovers. And guys were giving up good for great. They were touching the paint. They're a help-heavy team. We were spraying it, getting open shots. I mean, if we're generating great ones, it's going to hit. I mean, they missed 4, 5, 6 in a row. Keep hunting great. Keep hunting great.
Johnson was probably the only one that took a couple bad shots.
Playing that way is gonna end up being.
Most of the shots were really good looks.
I didn't even know we only shot 30%. We made 11 threes. I just know one thing: like, we were generating really, really good shots because we were playing selflessly.
I agree.
Yeah. Just curious. How you go about scouting a team like that.
Jason, 100%.
Coach, they have a good bit of turnover.
100%
team last season. So, what was that process like for you?
Yeah, I mean, you really got to dive into tendencies of.
I did the day show downtown.
Most of their players come from other.
I didn't get home from my radio show till late.
You really study. You study the places that the head coach had been, and
his coaching tree.
All summer to do it, right? So, our staff, and I want to make sure I mention our staff, because all those details on personnel and on preparation and on scouts, it's the job our staff does. I mean, those guys are relentless in their attention to detail.
I'll watch the full game one time tonight.
I'm just the type where I don't prepare for the next game till this one's over. Like, I didn't start talking about Morehead, honestly.
Yeah. The first couple minutes, you could tell they were excited.
Assistant coach that had that scout.
That's the Denny Crum schedule. Ronnie Ron representing the Cardinal Bird. What's good?
With all the information on it, to give me my computer, it'll have all the breakdowns. It'll have all.
Is ACC Network Extra.
I just operate better like that.
Damn, that's awesome. 12, 4, 9.
I'm less effective. My adult ADD kicks in. I think I got it.
Pat, how important was it for you in terms
of Morehead getting
style points
12 and a half
to make a statement, to have this kind of performance in your first game, kind of given what has happened the past couple of seasons?
Yeah, I mean, nobody in our organization focuses on anything but right now and what we're doing moving forward, and I know there's been a lot said about how it was and how like that's over. It's in the past. It's about the next thing. It's about moving forward. And I mean, you come out of a game like
it's a very selfless response too.
Our players fed off the crowd. We played well. Shared the ball. I mean, there was a lot of good things. There was a ton of momentum today. So you always
pause that. That's a very selfless thing to say, because listen, the more people talk about how bad it was, the better it makes him look. And he knows that. And for him to just be like, don't even worry about that, that means he's just saying, hey, let's just focus on this now. Look, he could look better if he talks about how bad it was. Like, so that's a good look in general. A good selfless look.
always like, to come out of games feeling good about all those things. But we go back to work tomorrow in preparation. We always say never accept in victory what you wouldn't accept in defeat. There's a lot of things that we can clean up. Can't give you all of them right now, but once we watch tape, pour over that, we'll put this game to bed.
Yeah, we just appreciating the little things right now.
When we come back, so our guys will be off tomorrow, academics and recovery, and then we'll have 3 days to get ready for Tennessee. The first thing we'll do
Again, the little things. Appreciate the little things early.
There aren't many games that we've had here recently that were 50-point leads late. The fans, many of them were still standing at that point. Do you think that's just kind of a pent-up, I don't know, frustration with the way things have been, and
He's gonna make them
need to let it out?
Yeah, again, our sole focus.
He was gonna make him talk about
stuff that'll be written about how it was. And
who was that? Was that your boy?
The new era of Louisville basketball, and that's all we're.
Who asked that question just now?
I just know the crowd was elite tonight. The energy was elite tonight.
Who just answered that? Who just asked that question, y'all?
Awesome. And
was that Tim Sullivan?
It's because we have the best fan base in the country. You can't convince me otherwise. And I think
Saturday's going to be stupid.
It's a team that is endearing to the minds and hearts of the people of Louisville. I mean, this is a
Jordan.
Town
I knew that he was going to make him do that.
Family, togetherness, community.
But he was going to make sure he found some smoke.
It can be perfect all the time. The season's a lifetime.
Weston, he said, "I'm gonna make sure we get some smoke."
To be on this journey, we're excited to have our fan base in the city of Louisville.
I feel you, Sullivan.
Coach, if you could your team is very aggressive defensively, digging for steals, slapping down on the big guys when they have the ball in the post. But even when those guys gamble for steals, you don't tend to give up a lot of easy looks if they don't get the steal. What is the game plan with that? Is that more the players just making decisions on their own? Is that something that you see schematically defensively when you look at them? Like, what's the process there?
Well, we value very much.
Good question.
Obviously, playing hard. When you're playing active defensively, everybody is playing active defensively.
He gonna make sure we get some drama going.
So we talk about stance, length, activity, talk at all times. And I thought we did that today. We have a lot of guys with great defensive instincts as well. Just a couple of them to name. Chucky Hepburn is elite in his defensive instincts.
Yeah, I agree.
Another one. He's got elite defensive instincts, and sometimes those guys
very deep. That's one of the first things the Morehead State coach mentioned.
You got to let them be who they are, right? You don't want to put those guys in a box and take away some of their true gifts. So
somewhat corn.
They'll get a little crazy and gamble a little bit, and it costs us on the backside. But again. I'd rather try to reel him back in a little bit than try to.
Coaches say, I'd rather say whoa than go.
You mentioned after that first exhibition that was the most nervous you'd ever been as a head coach and had trouble kind of getting into a pregame rhythm. How did this game compare to that in terms of nervousness, and were you able to get into a little bit more?
Man,
very deep.
With you, I was way more nervous for the exhibition games. I don't know if it's because I'm in a routine a little bit or something, but prayed a lot this morning and asked for calm and for a clear mind, and
and he substitutes quick.
It was awesome. I had a ton of family in from Cincinnati today, my siblings, my parents, aunts and uncles, so many people here.
It's awesome.
A really cool day. The guys kind of doused me with water in the locker room. Josh presented me with the game ball, his first official win.
Good call.
Head coach at Louisville, and I'm very grateful for that.
Good call.
Awesome time.
Good job, Josh.
I'm just a part of this. I have an elite staff. I have a fun team to coach. Support we get from our administration. Josh is the leader. We have great tools here. We have great resources, and we have great human resources, and I'm lucky to be a part of it.
I just wanted to ask you, like you said, you got Tennessee coming in this Saturday. You spoke about there were some seats that were still open there. Just if you can make a case to Louisville fans for why they should come out for the whiteout against Tennessee on Saturday, the floor is yours.
Man, I mean,
his kids play hard.
People know.
Kids play hard.
They know.
Support good basketball.
Josh and Brian Cloman were the one that came to me and he go, Game 2, Tennessee. And I'm like, Tennessee, game 2. You're like, yeah, it's going to be at the city. The city, I'm telling you, PK, like, do the game. Let's play it. They're going to show up. Place going to be packed. It's going to be rocking. So I'm like, all
rocking.
Right. So Josh promised me the place was going to be rocking and almost packed. So you guys got to have Josh's back and get there, and let's have 20,000 at the Yum on Saturday. Play, like I said, a great team.
Yeah, Tennessee early in the year is house money still.
Phenomenally well coached.
That's still house money.
All-American point guard. They got they're Noah's Ark. They got 2 of everything.
Look, he said he hadn't been looking at Tennessee yet. He said he don't worry about next game till the game's over. Boy, you've been studying Tennessee nonstop. Coach said he don't worry about the next game till this game's over. Oh. Fans got to show up for that one. Last 2 minutes hugely. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The best thing for Louisville to do is to tweet out the dirty stats. Tweeting out the dirty stats. Tweet out the hustle stats, the hard work stat. He is absolutely excited about Tennessee. Okay, we have about 5 minutes left. Pick your player. Pick your player right now, because I want to get everybody in here on record right now. Pick your player. Red State already took, well, he didn't take it for himself, but Red State said Traore Lauren. Who's your player? Lightning M. Who's your Babu? Who is your player? So later on down the line, if your player is responsible for us killing it, I'll give you your props. But if your player is responsible for screwing it up, I'm going to get on you. Give me your player. Chad, give me your player. Damn it. Hill Amore Bay, give me your player. Ryan, give me your player. Get on record tonight. Tonight this is game number 1, Morehead State, first game of the season. Put your name by your player that you will support. Give me your player that you will get his t-shirt. Give me your player that you want to see join the Midnight family and get in the chat with us. Give me your player and get on record tonight. Chad says Javon Hadley. Okay. Listen, you can't have 2, but if you're going to say Case and Pryor, you can switch to Case and Pryor. Definitely. We don't call it criticism. Call it critique. Critique. Chad is claiming Javon Hadley. Robert Maxwell in the building. We don't have a Dwayne Sutton. Look, I know you meant Dwayne, but you get my point. Get on record right now, good people. He is a breath of fresh air. He's a good coach. Again, breath of fresh air is comparing him to a terrible coach. Hey, there's nothing else to be said about it. Compare him to good coaches. Good head coaches. Ryan Paris is claiming Chucky. Ooh, Chester. Oh, he's going Corin Johnson. Oh, Joe is going Corin Johnson. Oh, Corin Johnson was aggressive. Ooh, Kanai Roos for Jordan S. He's going with the young fella. I feel you. Cashmere going with the buckets. Cashmere said, I ain't going to outthink the room. I'm going with the buckets. I'm going with the swag. JT for the Ville says Javon Hadley is the most complete player on the team. We sink or swim based on Javon Hadley. I'm putting words in everybody's mouth. Robert Maxwell said, listen, I like dunks. I like alley-oops. I like unselfish energy. James Scott for Robert Maxwell. Let me see. I told him we needed Pryor before he knew who Pryor was. But listen, straight out of South Florida, Red State said, that's what we need to do it. Ooh, Chad McNally says, I'm going Colorado. 3 games deep in the tourney. Chad is on the books. Pull up short. You supposed to know their names. Have you been in the Midnight Family chat? Did you forget all their names? Well, listen, you're going to have to get on record. Oh, lovely lady Lauren is keeping these YouTube straight, and she putting her name with Javon Hadley. That's her go-to. Hold on. Okay, we'll give him a shout-out. Oh, Babu said, I ain't playing these games with nobody else. Babu said, Chucky Hepburn is that man. He's in control of the offense. He's the point guard. Listen, we sink or swim with the captain of the ship. Chucky Hepburn is obviously the captain. Ooh, Jared likes being dangerous. Listen. Corin Johnson is, what is it, feast or famine? I probably shouldn't do this. I have about 5 messages back and forth with Tick Rogers. Don't worry, Tick. I ain't gonna put you on blast. We were having a conversation about Corin Johnson. He might be feast or famine, but Jared Grundy's going for it. All of them. I do not accept your boundaries. No, you have to. JT for the Ville. Brian Hall is the only person ooh, Tyrone. Tyrone is saying, let's stretch the floor with Rain Smith. He is the most important person on the team because he is money. He is the Ryan McMahon of the University of Louisville. He is the floor stretcher. Robert Maxwell, ooh, Dwayne just like, I'm going with Pryor. I'm just going with listen, Dwayne said, I'm going with the upside potential. Hold on. Ooh, Noah Waterman. Chris Curry's going Noah Waterman. I feel you. Fabian, there is no and. There is no, I guess you can have a backup plan. If you got one guy and a backup plan, if the guy is your backup plan, put BP, because you never know in sports. It could be foul trouble. It could be academic probation. I'll give you a backup plan. You can have one player and put hashtag BP as a backup plan. Give me a backup plan too. Cars McCormick, is he your 1-0? Is he FO? Is he your FO? If you put FO, I'm gonna say first option. If he's your BP, that's a backup plan. I'm marking everybody's names down here tonight. And when I have the next giveaway, I might just say only the people who said Pryor as their FO are in this giveaway. If we have another Midnight Family hoodie giveaway or something, I might go BPs only. I might go first options only. I might go members only. Members only eligible. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Y'all have to talk to Lauren. Lauren's going to decide what kind of giveaway we'll do next. But if you need a BP backup plan, you can do that. Critique. Yeah. Waterman's still Waterman, though. Waterman. Listen, I know as long as he's giving me maximum effort on defense, because I don't think he's very fleet of foot. Just got to work hard. As long as he doesn't settle for being a 6'10" shooter, I'll live with him working hard. If he falls on defense because he's working hard, I can live with that. But if he just runs around trying to be a 6'10 shooter, then we'll revisit that. We'll spin the block on that one. Hill Lamar, is he your first option or backup plan? Amir, backup plan or first option? Rain Smith, that sounds, Robert, I think I haven't seen you give a guy, so that sounds like a first option. Okay. Lightning M, is Edwards the first option? You might be the first Edwards. I can't believe there aren't any more Terrence Edwards Jr. Hold on. Let me think about it. Let me think about who my first option is and my backup plan. Oh, because my first option, is it most important to the team? Is it the leader of the team? Is it points? What is it? I have to figure out what this team needs the most. Does it need leadership? Does it need shooting? 21 assists and 5 turnovers. See, 21 assists and 5 turnovers. Maybe I don't need to go Chucky Hepburn. If I got a team full of really good passers, maybe it turns Chucky Hepburn into an awesome MVP level defender. Ooh, Tanya's going Corey Johnson. He's aggressive. Is that some Russ Smith hangover? Nicholas Cole is saying Terrence Edwards Jr. I feel you. Ooh. I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to Steve yet. Tell Tick he has one of the nastiest dunks. Which Tick Rogers dunk do you want me to tell you about? Because I'm sure he'd be happy to hear about it. Okay, Jonathan. Who's first option, FO, and who's backup plan, BP? You can't take them both and try to call them first option later on. Oh, Lauren. Lovely lady Lauren is going backup plan Terrence Edwards Jr. Chucky, backup plan is Smith, will win 3 games this year just by killing behind the line. That's a good call. Is that a BP? Look, listen, Adrian, it took me a second to realize what you were saying when you were like, somebody's going to swing on. I thought you were like talking about just picking them as a BP or a FO. And then I had to read it twice, and I'm like, yeah. Adrian, who gets swung on first? Noah Waterman? Ooh, who's most likely to get swung on? I need a third option. Definitely, listen, number 1 in everybody's list, Cason Pryor is a candidate to get swung on. Is Noah Waterman the number 2 candidate to get swung on? Oh, nah. Probably Frank Anselm. Amir says my backup plan is Chucky Hepburn. It's raining threes. Sherrod in the building. What's good? Ooh. Boubacar probably. Boubacar probably. I mean, the crowd juiced him up. Like I said, he goes 100 miles an hour, whether or not he's scoring or not. So I'd probably just give it to him. Listen, it would be easy to give it to Javon Hadley. That's too easy. Pryor's first option, James Scott's the backup. Okay, New York Noah. Listen, it's like he's BYU Noah when he's just chilling, and then he's New York Noah in the game. Oh, we might do that tomorrow night. Charles, we might do Tennessee tomorrow night. Shout out to the ladies. We're going to be all right. The freshmen won't be freshmen for long. Right. Joe just said, just give me the damn shirt. Look, Joe is saying, Lauren, get out the chat and get me my shirt. The backup plan. Okay. Carr saying yes. Okay. First option. Hold on. I got to catch up real quick. Pryor got to get his touches. And coach rotates them, y'all. Coach rotates them. And that keeps them sharp. That keeps them, like one of the things I didn't like last year and the year before that. Actually, the last 4 years, I could tell who the coach's favorites were. I could tell who Coach Mack's favorites were. I could tell who, listen, even when Pegues, I could tell his favorites. I could tell Kenny Payne's favorite. I don't like when I know who the coach's favorites are. Because if everybody gets equal discipline, it keeps everybody sharp. Right? I could tell who David Padgett's favorites were. I don't like watching teams that got blatant favorites. That's one thing. That's a fact. The rotation is great because there's no favorites. Pryor gets swung on first. I feel you. Back up fat. Yep, fat. Listen. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's get on record. You got 60 seconds to get on record. 60 seconds, get on record. First option, FO. Give me your player's name. Backup plan, BP. Give me your. I see Gary Crump. It's a Colorado thing with Hadley. Adrian, it's nice to have some confrontational bigs. Bumping and fighting hard. Kadar was up in the air for some reason. Yeah, and he wanted people to see it. Pryor will be the first to throw a punch. I can see that. Listen. Give me your, like I said, get on record right now. Get on record with your guy. Because then you'll be able to, for the rest of the season, you'll be able to say, my guy balled out tonight, right?